Gina, come say hello to Angelica.
Oh, Annie told me all about you. You're going to tag along with us today and see what nursing's all about.
Yes, for my career guidance class at Our Lady of Immaculate Hope. Annie told me all about you, too. I'll light a votive candle for your precious lost virginity, ma'am.
Well, now that we all know each other.
Jack, the refrigerator and the lounge really smell.
Isn't that foul?
Oh, it's rank. Like a pet shop in a heat wave.
Oh, you know it. I'm having my lunches catered until somebody cleans that out.
Oh, good news. I just found somebody.
Oh, no. What's wrong with Paco? Isn't he more the stink doesn't bother me type?
I just talked to Paco. He's busy with Marty.
Marty?
Jack, gloves and nose plugs. Now.
Annie, I can't find Mr. Walden.
Who?
My patient in 323. I feel awful. I've never lost a patient before. Well, I have lost them, but they were dead and I knew where they were.
Julie, this Mr. Walden, how would you describe him?
Type B personality, low self-esteem, not good at confrontation.
No, Julie. What does he look like?
Oh, this tall, brown hair, brown glasses, red pajamas, oh, and a baseball cap.
Well, you keep looking. We wouldn't want our little friend to think we go around losing patients like car keys.
Car keys. Well, one thing at a time. But don't you worry. If anyone can find him, it's Julie Milbury, RN. Oh, excuse me.
The crash card, it has everything you need for modern life support.
I'm sorry you lost your precious virgin purity.
Cardiac monitor, intubation equipment.
At least you got him to marry you before you had the baby.
This respiration mask covers the entire face.
Annie also said that...
Just breathe normally. Take your time. Get used to it.
Morning, Jack. Hey, where the hell were you?
I was with Marty.
Yo, what is this with Marty now, huh?
I was helping him take specimens to the lab.
Oh, helping Marty, huh? Well, while you and Marty took the wee-wee all the way home, I got tapped to clean out that open sewer called the lounge refrigerator.
Why'd you sore at me?
Because I expect you to be around to take these bullets for me, that's all. Not be goofing around with some product of Arrested Development. Yeah.
Hey, watch it. Marty is a cool guy. He's got a ponytail, you know.
Oh. Paco, you're a drone.
You know, I was going to help you clean that fridge, but forget it.
I cleaned it. You really are a drone. Why clean the old refrigerator when I can buy a new one?
And that's why the orderlies wear gloves. Guess you gotta be a nurse to get that one. Oh, and this is Casey McAfee. She's our hospital administrator.
What exactly does she do here?
Oh, well, she's the, she works with the, what exactly do you do here?
Annie, I'm surprised. I am more a functionary than a facilitator. Although I must say, if I'm not functioning, nothing is facilitated. I guess you have to be an administrator to get that one.
And here we have a new admission, Mr. Torrance. Would you like to read his chart to us, Angelica?
Oh, my. Sure. It says, Mr. Torrance is in for adenoid surgery because he sounds like Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. That must be a typo.
No typo here, Nursey. And I want to tell you right now that it's one giant pain in the old potatoes, if you catch my meaning.
Madre de Dios, the Joker.
You sound just like him. Say something from Cuckoo's Nest.
No. Terms of endearment.
There, you see why I gotta get this cockamamie operation? Geez, Louise, everywhere I go, it's say something from 5 Easy Pieces. Say something from Chinatown. Talk about the 40,000 Cubans who'd like to eat you for breakfast. Nobody cares about me. All they care about is Jack.
Oh, that's not true. Say that Cuban thing again.
Well, hear this and hear this now, ladies and gentlemen. Things are going to be different after this little operation. Wait till they get a load of me.
I have to say, Nurse Roland, I never dreamed I'd get so close to the action.
Yeah, well, sorry about that, Mrs. York in there. Be sure and do a pre-soak before you wash. It should come out okay.
You seem to know everything.
Yes, and once she knows that she's only too happy to share it with perfect strangers.
Nurse, I'm ready for my exam.
Leo, you just had an exam.
That's okay. We'll have ourselves another exam.
We'll talk later in your room, okay?
I'll be ready. Ready for my exam.
Mr. Walden! Mr. Walden! Mr. Walden! Come out, wherever you are! Mr. Walden?
Mr. Perry, I have checked and rechecked your test results. I don't know what to tell you. There is nothing medically wrong with you.
I'm telling you there is.
What does this H mean on his chart?
Hypochondriac.
Mr. Perry, you're fine.
Then explain why I have no appetite, Doctor. Explain why I'm eating less but gaining more. Do they have to be in here?
We just want to hear your medical history firsthand.
It will help us better meet your needs during your stay.
It could be the turning point in my life as I decide on the exciting world of modern nursing.
I guess it's okay. You just never know who's working for them.
Them?
Oh, very coy, Doctor. Very coy indeed. You think it's a coincidence they set up that power plant a mile from my house? And my health goes to hell in a handcart?
Mr. Perry, I doubt very much that living a mile from a power plant is going to harm your health.
Okay, you live near one and see what happens.
Well, actually, I do live near one, and look at me. I'm the picture of health. Although I have been urinating a lot.
That's how it starts. Then comes the insomnia. Then it was the rapid weight gain. About a year ago, they started working on my vision. Blurry as hell.
Mr. Perry, your neighborhood power plant.
Stranger things have happened. Annie, let's hear them out.
Muscle tone shot. Skin tone history. I bruised like a convenience store banana. I got hair coming out in clumps where I want it and sprouting like weeds in places I don't. You run your tests and prove me wrong. I've got the documentation right here. A log of my calorie intake versus my weight. A graph of my coitus patterns with Mrs. Perry. Note the drop-off in frequency and duration. A flow chart of transit time from meals to stools. Not a pretty picture.
Do you guys have recess or anything?
Well, I lost a broom once, but I don't see how you can lose a patient.
Paco, you're not helping me.
Okay, I found my broom behind the washer downstairs. That help?
Just keep an eye out for a guy with little round glasses, about this tall, answers to the name Walden.
Hey, I got a great idea for a game. Where's Walden? Get it? Where's Walden?
Come on. Okay, $350, my final offer.
Jack, you're not trying to bribe another patient to clean his own shower, are you?
No, he's trying to get me to say lines from The Shining, and I won't do it. Show's over, boys. Now, vamoose.
Wow, he's good.
Yeah, you better believe it. Okay, look, $500 just to say, here's Johnny.
You know what, Palsy Wowsy? You can take your stupid $500, roll it in a ball, and plant it on the dark side of the moon.
Oh, that's not from The Shining.
Jack, leave him alone. Leave him alone. I need to talk to you. You called me a drone. I want an apology.
Oh, come on. I called you worse than that. I called you a loser, a mop jockey, and, in a moment of stunning inspiration, Squirrel Boy.
Well, I want an apology for all those, too. I'm tired of taking this stuff from you.
Well, if you don't like it, then why don't you go hang out with your new friend Marty, huh?
Well, maybe I would rather hang out with Marty.
Yeah, good. Then you can work on that showing each other the food in your mouth thing that you were doing in the cafeteria. That was nice.
Well, maybe we will. But
Fine.
I'm sorry about Jack. He's always got to goof around.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yes! Let's hear your friend Marty do that. Paco.
Jack?
Marty.
Mr. Walden? Hello, Mr. Walden.
In 15 minutes, we can go down to the cafeteria, have lunch if you like.
Oh, and let it be my treat. I know you're just scraping by.
Scraping by?
Yes. As I understand it, your husband did bring money problems to the marriage.
My. Nurse Rowland is certainly the font of information today.
Now, Gina, I did not blab your personal life to Angelica. I was telling the laundry guy, and she overheard.
Well, as long as you weren't blabbing it to just the laundry guy.
Oh, I don't want to cause any problems. Everybody's been so nice to me.
No problem at all. Oh, excuse me, sir. Now, we still have a few minutes left before lunch. Is there anything you haven't seen yet?
Not anymore.
Oh, good Lord.
Ready for my exam.
It's road wide open, and, well, I'd rather not go on.
You know, dear, when a person suffers a trauma, it's helpful to talk about it. I had rather a horrifying experience myself once in a hotel.
Someone flashed you?
Well, not on this particular business trip. I had just washed my hair when I realized that the hotel only provided conditioner for oily hair. Thank God my hairdresser back home was able to talk me through it.
You're right. I guess talking does help. What bothered me most about the naked guy...
Honey, I haven't finished talking about the conditioner yet. You know, you wouldn't know it by looking, but I have very dry ends. You're not looking. Anyway, who would have thought that 2 raw eggs...
Mr. Perry, I've looked at your test results again and again, and there just seems to be no medical basis for the fears that you have about that power plant affecting your health.
So, they got to you.
Nobody got to me. In fact, I'm intrigued by your case. I'd like to hear more.
Well, for starters, I get pretty logy in the afternoons.
You kind of run out of gas?
And just want to lie down.
And take a nap.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I have noticed really brittle hairs in my ears.
Me too. See?
Uh-huh. That's nothing. Check these babies out.
Good Lord.
Damn that power plant.
Are you upset about something?
Me? What would you say that?
You've got Nixon lip. What's got you all sweaty, sweetie?
Just a little tension. A little high-powered tension coming from a source I think you're quite aware of.
What's with Hank?
I'm not sure, but as soon as I figure it out, would you like me to share it with you or go directly to hard copy?
Cat fight.
Mr. Torrance, why aren't you in your room?
Why am I not in my room? Why am I not in my room? Well, I thought maybe if I got out of there, I wouldn't have to put up with that parade of yahoos trooping through, trying to get me to roll off a few jackisms. That's why I'm not in my room.
Okay, that's it. Attention, everybody. Attention. From now on, Mr. Torrance's room is strictly off limits except for medical purposes. Understand?
Thanks, Nursey.
No problem. Say, as long as you're here, we need a record of your voice before your surgery.
Those insurance boys have got you hopping, right?
Something like that. Now, if you'll just read this into the microphone.
Hi, Annie and Fred can't take your call, but leave a message and Nurse Ratchet will call. Hey.
Oh, you haven't seen Paco, have you?
Gee, I've been so busy looking for Mr. Walden. But if I do see Paco, I'll tell him you need him.
No, don't.
Absolutely not.
We had a little tiff, and I just wondered where he was.
Ah, you said something to him and now you're upset.
I'm not upset. Who said anything about being upset?
You don't need to, Jack. I know people. I'm a trained observer. Nothing gets by me. A word of advice, Jack. See I and friend. Maybe you.
Well, the I and idiot is definitely you.
It's the fourth time since lunch. I'm leaking like the Titanic. Gina, I don't know how to say this, but we have to move.
Why?
Because the same electromagnetic forces that are affecting Mr. Perry are destroying me.
Oh, Hank, you're a doctor. How can you say that?
Open your eyes, Gina. My fatigue, my weight gain, my ears are a national forest. And worst of all, my... You know.
Your breath.
No. The fall off in my sex drive.
Oh, Hank, I should be so lucky.
Yeah, well, you should have seen me in high school. Of course, I never had any dates, but, oh, man, I had energy.
Hank, you still do. Our sex life is fine.
Gina, something has happened to me since I moved next to that power plant, and it's identical to Mr. Perry.
I agree, Hank.
Oh, Lordy, it's not just me.
No, you do have something in common. You both turned 40.
40. Oh, my goodness, that's it. That explains everything. Oh, no.
Oh, sweetheart, isn't this good news? You're not sick. You're merely middle-aged.
Good news? Are you kidding? It's worse. There's no cure.
Swell! I tell you, why can't these take out their own trash? How do you expect it to get better if they don't get any damn exercise?
It'd be a lot easier if you had a broom.
Well, it would be a lot easier if I didn't get stuck with the cart with the wacky wheel.
You know, regulation trash rig has a broom. Standard.
Call me a rebel who's paying the price.
You should have a dustpan on there, too.
Well, I am not the one who usually rigs this up, so... Haven't seen you much.
I've been around.
What, you and Marty?
Nah, Marty's kind of a dip.
Paco, I'm sorry.
You are?
I mean, about Marty. That, you know...
Right. We sat out in his pickup during lunch smoking White Owls. Gets old. How about you? What have you been up to?
Usual.
Right. He got stabbed in the neck once. Marty. Yeah. I think that's why he wears his ponytail, you know, show off.
Ms. Dunn climbed her drapes.
Again?
Strong for a small woman. Got her down myself. Told her I was Robert Redford. Oh, what does she know? Heavily medicated.
Man, I missed it.
No.
Oh, guess I was in the truck, smoking. Listen, Jack.
Yeah.
Guess that's about it.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. So, well, where are you off to now?
Yeah. Annie says that she wants me to snake out the shower in Mrs. York's room.
Ooh, a job, huh?
You know it.
Yeah.
Listen, you wanna...
Well, I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah, we'll tag along.
Well, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Come on.
Dr. Warner, 1 in radiology, please. Dr. Warner.
All right, can we get over this? Listen, I was only making chit-chat with Angelica, and it just came up.
Well, next time you make chit-chat, here's a tip. Try having Hillary's hairdo just come up instead of every intimate detail of my life, okay?
You're right. I apologize.
And if Angelica asks about that weird growth that Fred had removed, I apologize too. Now, come on, I wouldn't do that, would I?
Annie, I need this schedule posted today. Oh, and by the way, is it true that Fred's growth was shaped like that tiny Monopoly set Scotty dog?
Annie, Gina, thank you for all your patience and help today.
Oh, our pleasure, Angelica.
Absolutely. I hope it was worthwhile.
Oh, yes. Before today, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But after seeing all aspects of this hospital up close, I know what I want, and I am so excited about my future career in healthcare.
Oh, isn't that great? She's going to be a nurse.
Oh, I'm not going to be a nurse.
You're not? Then what?
I want to be just like her.
Her?
Well, she gets to tell people what to do. She has that neat office, and best of all, those clothes. Don't you get sick of uniforms? I do.
Angelica, I am so glad that you got to visit with us today. We should talk more about modern health care.
I'm ready for my exam.
D-. Now close your robe and go back to your room. First off, a young working woman should have a charge account at Neiman's.
Well, Mr. Torrance, no more Jack Nicholson for you. Your adenoid surgery was super. How do you feel?
Well, I have to say, I am amazed. Not only is my ordeal over with, but I am delighted to report that I did not at any time feel any pain. If I may, I'd like to tour your facility and personally shake hands with all those involved.
Sure. Listen, before you do, would you mind calling the loan officer at my bank? You know, just tell him what kind of a job you think I'm doing.
Absolutely, I'd be honored.
Julie, any luck finding Mr. Walden?
No, and I've looked for him everywhere all day long. I've looked in the lobby, I've looked in the hallway, I even looked in the men's room. Please, don't ask. Annie, I feel horrible.
Go easy on yourself. He just doesn't want to be found.
I guess.
Keep your eyes open. He'll show up sooner or later.